Won't be recorded. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Well, we got River Rat and Jailbait. We'll give this thing a few minutes to see if anybody else is going to come join in.
I'm here.
Well, I know you here.
Well,
I think everybody knows you'll be here, just like they know I'll be there on yours on Saturday night. Yeah.
yeah. Miss Susie, howdy, howdy.
Susie! How'd you like that one I sent you this morning?
Oh, yeah. We got a good video coming out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Real good. After this live, I might go get me a taste of that real good. But I ain't going to tell y'all what it is until after her video tomorrow. Y'all just have to wait and be surprised.
Water.
Right? Joyce.
Hey, Joyce.
Hi, how you doing? Or should I go, hi, how you doing? Booch!
Hey, Booch.
You might notice, Booch. You think you recognize that?
That's right, Melinda. That cake I was talking about last night, that's the one I made. Oh, man.
Oh, man, let me tell you. Somebody was paying attention.
Yeah.
Give it a few more minutes. Pooch, is that Purdy around or she got other business she's got to take care of? Like a lane, we can't forget about Purdy. I might take and cut out the nose area of this thing so I'm pulled up. There she is.
There's pretty.
There's the Purdy.
Yeah, we got.
Thank you, Pooch. I think so.
We got rain this morning. And
Boy, I'm telling you what. We got stuff. I'm going to tell you what. Sounded like nukes was going off on some of them. There was one hit, and I know that it had to have hit something somewhere. Man, the concussive force off of that was something else.
Yeah, I got up this morning about 5:30 or so. Had to run to the restroom. I heard something, and I thought I heard water running. And I looked over in the tub, and I looked at.
Oh, there was water running, all right.
Yeah, it was outside. It was running from the sky down.
After a while, it let up for a minute, and then there it went again. Raining hard like cats and dogs.
I think it did that up to about noon or so. After.
Avid!
Hey, Avid.
What you cooking, Avid? Hope it ain't none of my parts. You just keep taking part after part off the old piggy.
Whatever Avid's cooking, I guarantee it's good.
Oh, you know it's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's Avid. It'd be like Mike cooking.
Real Rat said it's raining cats and dogs there now. That was it here. That was here earlier.
That was here earlier. It sure was. Well, we got a few folks in here. All right, folks, this week I'm going to talk about yet another channel that does not need my help. I could probably use hers, but I wouldn't ask them. I don't do that sort of thing. About a man named Nathan. YouTube channel, Out of the Woods. He is a sawyer. He got him a wood miser sawmill. Big bandsaw looking thing. And Been watching him for a few years. You know, he started out with next to nothing to work with, but he had him a small wood miser at that time. He got places to cut some wood, get some trees, and all like that. He had this little two-wheeled contraption that he could put over the log and attach to his little four-wheeler and pull out of the woods. Kim Burris, howdy.
Hi, Kim.
And all like that. He's built up from there from having a little Wood Miser 35. He's now got a Wood Miser 70. Got a couple of nice tractors, and he's now got him a skid steer, and he's got him all sorts of other stuff to do woodworking stuff with. And he can cut, shape. Got a kiln. He can kiln dry his wood, and all like that. He'll do lumber, but he likes to do live edge stuff. His favorite type of wood is black walnut.
He's done some pretty. I like that. What was that magnolia that he did?
He's done quite a few.
Yeah, he's done magnolia. He's got cypress. He's
done that spalted maple.
Yeah.
Spring looking stuff, man. I'm gonna tell you that feller knows what he's doing with that saw. But he has built it up. He's somewhere around 1,500.
He's got 177,000 subscribers.
All right, so he's getting closer to 200.
And he's got 970 videos.
And he probably could have more subscribers if he was really wanted to work at that part of it. But he's got quite a few, and he's got Patreon, and he's got sponsors, and he's doing all of it. You know, I'd say he's making pretty good because a lot of stuff he's been getting, I'm fairly certain he pays cash for. You know, because he strikes me as the type that likes to pay cash for it. If he does have to make payments, he don't have to make payments for long.
He was in law enforcement before he started full-time.
Yeah.
Sawyer.
And he's a pretty big feller. I've seen him toss some of them logs around. I wouldn't want to mess with him. The way I've seen him toss a lot of them logs and big slabs around and stuff. And everything. He's just a good old Tennessee boy. He lives in East Tennessee.
Not far from Bristol, I think.
Yeah, and that'll get into another person that don't really do a channel anymore. He's on Instagram a lot, but I might get into him next week.
Kim said when her husband and she were doing logging, he had a friend with a portable mill. They cut a lot of white oak, black walnut, maple, and some cedar.
Yeah, he does a lot of that.
And he does the juniper, which is the red cedar, and he does a lot of white oak.
Nathan does some of that too.
Yeah,
building furniture. I've seen some of his work. He's a woodworker. I'll say that. And he can cut it down, mill it, and then work it up woodworking. I mean, he can pretty much do it all. He's built him a building on his property where he can put a lot of his big woodworking stuff and his shapers and different things in there. And he's getting it all fixed up. It looks great. But he's really done good. But I like watching him because, I love his love for the wood.
I like the fact that sometimes he takes a break from the woodworking. He shows his garden, shows the chickens.
Other things he does, yeah. And, he'll show spending some time with his son, Bruno. And he seemed like a good kid. Everything. Ain't never seen his wife yet. Don't think she wants to be on there. And, some do, some don't. She has other things she does. I'm not sure what. He don't get into a whole lot of that. That's cool too. Tinkerbell, me lady, how are ya?
I miss Tinkerbell. He has had his father on there because when his dad retired, he started helping him more there at the sawmill.
Yep. His dad has got in there and helped him with some stuff, everything. But again, like I said, he's just a good old Tennessee boy that has built his business up being a sawyer. And one I guess I'll talk about next week, they uh, have dealings with each other from time to time, and I'll tell y'all then how that works out. But he doesn't. That guy doesn't do much YouTube anymore because he's got into business making something else that seems to have done him right. But he's a heck of a woodworker.
Oh, yeah.
So birds of a feather flock together. You want to do good, you get with people who do good. You keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. It don't matter what it is, what you're interested in. If you're really interested in it and really want to make a go of it, you get on here and you show that you're enjoying what you're doing, and Nathan definitely enjoys what he's doing. People are going to like it.
You're welcome, Miss Tinkerbell.
Oh, I didn't. Well, yeah. Duh. Gotta have Tank and Blue. For what, River Rat?
He's blue too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It is, Kim. It is a great channel.
Oh, it is. He'll show you his tractors, and he especially loves that little skid steer he got. He gets so much work done with that thing. He's had people hate on him for getting that thing, calling him lazy for using it, like pulling out fence posts. I told him, I said, shoot, those people are the ones that are lazy. They'd rather spend all day trying to get out one fence post where he can take that skid steer out and probably have about a few acres of fence posts pulled up.
You're welcome, Kim.
Saves time and money. Yeah, we like you and trust you. You're probably going to get one. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Miranda ain't blue.
Everybody will eventually get there. It's just...
Give her time. Give her time. She'll get to you.
I only add so many at a time. Yeah, we've been following Nathan now, I know, a good 5 years or better.
Better.
Probably 6 or 7, yeah.
Well, you had me watching him before you turned me on to...
Yeah.
And folks, I'm going to do something else here. Because I'm wearing a shirt today. You might love him. You might hate him. But me personally, I've loved him ever since the day Elaine showed him to me. And I don't think I'll have to say who it is. I think everybody knows. I think everybody knows who that is. At least most everybody, anyway. Anybody in the homesteading type communities will know who that is. Like I said, you can love him or you can hate him. Me personally, I love him. I think what he does is great. I understand a lot of the things that he's done and why. Oh, damn, Melinda. You're just going to make me, hurt your piggy heart.
We love you, Melinda.
Piggy loves everybody as long as you're doing right. Yeah, Nathan, he's worked hard. Yeah, he started out while he was still in the law enforcement, but he has worked hard and built up his sawmill. No, it ain't Mickey Mouse.
Hey, Sandy.
Sandy Toes! There's one of my darlings. Did you like that when I sent you today, Sandy Toes? I sent that out to about 5 of you. It's a little thing I do on Snapchat. The one day I decided to share it with Susie. Susie loved it. So I shared it out to a few others. And there's one young lady that Alina and I know that I started sharing it with her too, and she absolutely adores it.
Hey, Joy, you're not late. You're right on time for you, honey.
Joy, you're never late. You can catch me at the end, you'll still be on time. And we understand you got a lot on your plate. So you ain't late. If that brother Scott sitting anywhere nearby, hey Scott, how you doing, bro?
Hi, Mr. Scott. We love you.
Yes, we do. But anyway, it's a little thing I do, and it started from Snapchat. We got a real good friend. Her daughter had a baby a year ago.
Yeah. Gosh.
Man, time flies. And anyway, you know, we do Snapchat with each other, saying hi and good morning, different things and whatnot. One day I did that. You know, I was looking for something cute and silly and funny to do. And well, she shares with that youngin'. She calls him Squirt. So I started doing that for Squirt because I did one day. She said he absolutely loved it. Well, it stuck. I kept doing it. And then I started doing that on the ones I snapped to. I got 4 that I snapped to. I got 5 on Facebook that I take and share it to.
He shares it to the Piggy Way.
Well, Sandy, that's a good thing because I share it to you anyway. So, you get benefit without having to worry about joining that thing. I only joined it to be in touch with those few because they're really good friends. And usually why I join a lot of these things is just keep up with a few good friends and see what all's going on. And everything. But anyway, I did that and it stuck. Now it's gone from all that to just a few messages to I'm putting it on the Piggy Way and everything.
Kim, think it's too late. I think I had that last week because it was last night, I think it was. I had chills real bad, and body aches and headache, and I finally got over it. Was it last night that you had to put the socks on and help me warm up, or was it Friday
Last night or night before?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was night before.
It was Friday night. I had to have Piggy put some socks on me to warm me up.
Tim, the only thing I can say to that is go to your local Mexican restaurant, get a big order of chips and salsa as hot as you can stand it, and down that stuff.
And when Piggy and I go there, we get the extra hot salsa. We actually have to order it because they bring out the mild salsa. We like the hot.
Yep. Or a Chinese restaurant and that hot and sour soup. Find one that's got a good spicy hot and sour soup.
Or eat you some Chinese hot mustard.
Oh boy, let me tell you, that'll light you up. It'll clear some stuff out too, let me tell you. All that stuff, them bugs don't like them spices. All them spices come out of stuff that's got a lot of vitamin C as well. So you're hitting it with a double whammy.
Burger with jalapeno works good too.
As long as the jalapenos are the hot ones. Well, do that too, Kim. Whatever you got to do. Mm-hmm. But we do that and we take a lot of vitamins vitamin supplements, the vitamin D3, B12, different things, and allergy medicine, and a few other things. She could give you a list. And the entire time through the planned nasty they had going on, we were going through just fine. No problem.
Yeah, I got sick.
Never got sick.
I want to give me some water.
That stuff does not like the spicy, and it does not like a body well fortified with good vitamins. So, if you want to ask her for a list of what we do, you can get into that. And, you never know, you might find something that helps other things as well. Neil, how you doing? Is Beth around? Tell her we said hello if she is. Oh, that's cool. What all does it help with? She said she takes cayenne pills, capsules.
Oh, cayenne pepper's good for diabetes and everything.
Well, we might look into that too.
Yeah.
Right now, I have currently added something to what we do.
Hi, Neil.
Because I got terrible ringing in my ears. So, a very sweet young lady sent me a video about something called golden seal root. It's supposed to help clear out a lot of stuff up in here to help get rid of that. Well, the ringing's not gone yet, but I ain't been taking these things but about 2 or 3 days. I take one in the morning, I take one in the evening. But what it has done is made it to where I can hold my nose and blow back pressure through it and make my eardrums pop. Whereas I wasn't able to do that before. I've heard a lot of stuff in there draining down. The ringing is still there, but it's not quite as bad as it was. So I think it's working. So if it eventually gets rid of the ringing, I'll be shouting this stuff out. And just so y'all know, that sweet young lady was Sandy Toes. She's the one that sent me that information. And Sandy, thank you. It's not got there yet. But
Looks like I told you, I think it'll take about a week to get it good in your system.
Right? So I've got high hopes for this stuff. No, Sandy, you ain't no doctor, but you sent me that video on the stuff, and I didn't know about it. Knew nothing about it. Knew nothing about anything that would help with tinnitus. Now, I see a couple of products being advertised on commercials, but it's extremely expensive. You sent me that video on it. What that woman said made a lot of sense. So we got some. I'm trying it. And it's only been a couple of days of me starting on it. And I've already noticed a difference. So,
A lot of times, Sandy, it's word of mouth that helps.
Yeah. So we're going to see what it does. I hear you, Neil. There for a few days, it was so bad it was waking me up in the middle of the night. It just started cranking up really loud. I mean, I go to sleep with it, but it would wake me up in the middle of the night. Well, it ain't woke me up in the middle of the night since I started this. The only thing that wakes me up in the middle of the night is my bladder saying, "Hey, get up!" So, the only thing I know to tell you is get you some of that golden seal root. We got it off of Amazon. That's what we got right there.
They had different kinds. They had the powder, they had the liquid.
Right.
I just felt the bees impressed to do the capsule.
It was cheaper too.
Not necessarily.
But get you some of that and start taking it and give it a few weeks or months and see what it does. Like I said, I've noticed some differences since I've been taking it. But I'm so packed up, it'll probably take a while for it to clear me out enough to get rid of the ringing. But as I said, I've already noticed some differences uh, in things. So never know. Might help you. Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah, that's what it was with me with the methamphetamine and the oxbol.
Yep.
I started taking them 2 years ago. Oxbol for my stomach because it helps since I don't have a gallbladder.
Right.
And methamphetamine for my neuropathy in my feet and legs.
I hear you, Sandy. I had tubes put in my ears 3 different times as a kid. And I cannot remember a time that I did not have ringing in my ears.
Brain fog's bad.
Yep.
That's where it comes from.
Yep.
Sandy, I understand about the cracked eardrum. I had a busted eardrum when I was a kid. Little girl popped me upside the head, busted eardrum. And had to go to a ENT to have it fixed. He operated on it and put tubes in my ears after he operated. And
you never know, Sandy. You take this stuff, it's already helped you. You keep taking it, it might clear enough, it might clear things out enough, it might actually let your eardrum heal and it won't have no other pressure on it. Neil, cracked eardrums, or you just like me, you just cracked anyway?
my ENT, he put a whole new, he repaired the eardrum, and then I went to him. See, that happened when I was 3, and I went to him when I was 16, and he couldn't even tell which ear he had operated on. It had healed that well.
Right. But Sandy, you keep taking it, and it gets everything cleared up. You never know, it might relieve enough pressure to allow your eardrum to heal. That's right, Neil. Crack spot. Right. I hear you, Sandy. Christine! Oh boy.
They processing chickens.
Chicken processing time. Well, Kim, it might depend on the kind of surgery you had to have. When they operated on my neck, it relieved a lot of things. It allowed me to taste and smell better. But because of the nerve damage, there's a lot of other things went wacky. That was it, waiting for Elaine to give me prices.
I put it in chat, Abbott. I should have it for you this week.
$1,000.
No, it won't be that much. No, it won't be that much. Yeah. But I have found the jugs. I just got to figure out which ones I'm going to get.
Right.
That's
Yeah, them things ain't cheap either.
No, I'm having to decide, figure out which one's going to be ones because I know I don't need that many of them right now.
But anyway, for those of y'all that wasn't here when I was talking about it, the one this week, a man named Nathan. His channel is Out of the Woods. And Kim said she'll email you later.
Okay.
He is a sawyer. I just love the way he loves his wood. Going into the woods, cutting trees. He's built up enough now where he has uh, tree cutters and people that take care of roads and stuff that bring him logs and everything, and other people who'll bring a tree they've had cut down out of their yard to have cut up certain ways. And everything is just, yeah, he just, I love his bloopers that he sometimes does at the end too, where he messes up in previous attempts at making his videos. Uh, he just, to me, he's funny. Kind of like Stumpy does. Stumpy has a dry and wry sense of humor. And it's because he's extremely intelligent. And but I get his jokes. Makes me crack up. I don't know if I had one or not when they were working on me.
They never said they had to give you blood.
Yeah. Neil and Elaine and I first met after we first got together. It wasn't long before she got hit with the news of having cancer. And, we wasn't even married at the time yet. You know, I went through that whole ordeal with her too.
They stayed at the hospital with me for 7 nights and 8 days.
Yep.
I went in on the 1st of August of 2013 and came home on the 9th of August of 2013.
And then we had to do all the chemo and radiation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we went through all that. And met a lot of good people through that.
We did. We met a lot of wonderful people.
Yeah, so we might sit and talk about that sometime.
And I tell you what, God has brought us to even more wonderful people through you too.
Yep. A lot of wonderful folks. Yeah, Nathan, like I said, Nathan, he has, like I said, he was in law enforcement and he started getting into sawing up logs and he has built it up from scratch where he's got it going on pretty good now.
Yeah, when he first started out, he had one of those mobile sawmills.
Well, the one he has is a mobile.
Yeah, it is.
It's just not as mobile because it's so big. But yeah, he started out with a Wood-Mizer LT35, I think it is.
Yeah.
And it was a smaller one. He'd pull it behind his truck. He'd take it to places he had to go to mill up a log right there on the spot. And a lot of that wood he used for woodworking projects. And I'm talking about classy, high quality, you going to pay for it products. But I think his wife may be into selling stuff like that from time to time. And
whatever she does, I know she has a job working outside of what he does.
yeah. I need to research why that is, what the possibilities are. So I'm going to tell you, the doctors ain't going to always tell you what's right because, when I had problems with sleep apnea, I went, they sent me for sleep tests and everything. Had to go through all of that and get set up with a machine and was on that machine for years. Little Lane was going through stuff and she come across the information about the B12 that most often somebody with sleep apnea has a B12 deficiency. So we started taking B12. Well, about a month or two, I had to come off of that machine because I didn't need it anymore.
The thing is, you didn't need it because it stopped on you.
Yeah. And then like this golden seal root, I never knew anything about that would help. Well, Sandy sent me a video, woman talking about it, what it does, and what actually is happening inside of there. And it made sense to us, so we got me some. And like I said, I've already been able to tell a difference. The ringing ain't gone yet, but even if it's diminished a good bit, where I could deal with it, uh, it'll be worth its weight in gold to me. But no, doctors want to put tubes in your ears and do all sorts of other things. Sandy, I was wondering about if there was anything out there that could help tinnitus. Anything? Anybody knew anything about it? You sent me that video, and I was like, "Wow, okay, let's give that a shot." And I've been having terrible pain in my sinuses. That kind of pain that comes from pressure being released. And I wasn't having that. Now I am. But that's a small price to pay to get rid of the pressure and junk and everything get cleared out and maybe the ringing get diminished even a little bit. And, so, and Sandy, like Wayne said, word of mouth is sometimes the best way to do things because, somebody may know something that somebody else don't. And they can mention it. That person be like, I wonder if that'll work. And at least give it a try, whether it works or not. But at least give it a try. But as I said, I've already noticed some differences going on. I agree with you, Kim and Neil. Cool. That sounds good.
Yeah.
Nice and meat.
That'd be hard for us to get a hold of unless we could get a supplier that could ship it to us.
Right. Oh, okay, cool.
I've never heard of that.
I've
heard castor oil, but it's for other things, not for inflammation.
I told Elaine, going to research Eastern medicine because them folks know about a lot of herbs and natural things that help out with stuff that Western doctors ain't going to tell you about.
I told Piggy I'd like to find me an acupuncturist to see if that would help me.
Because they've got knowledge of stuff from thousands of years, things that actually work. And with the way doctors are made to be in cahoots with pharmaceuticals, they ain't going to tell you about it. Say you can get liquid copper and put it on the bottom of your feet. Google that. Brenda said she had a doctor tell her once use castor oil on skin tags.
I'll tell you something about skin tags that I learned. If you have an overabundance of skin tags, you have high sugar. You are a diabetic. If you get your diabetes under control, the skin tags will disappear.
They did on her.
And I will tell you, I know that for a fact because I never had anything but one mole right underneath my left arm. And it's not a mole, technically, it's a skin tag the way it's made. And I had it for years, it was small, then it got larger, and then I started having skin tags everywhere. And that was when my sugar was out of control, up over 400 or 500 at the time. Now I don't have that one again. I don't have the other skin tags. And that tells me that my sugar is under control.
I understand that. If I told you about some of the battles I've had with God over the years, you'd be surprised I'm still here.
Wow.
And they said she never had high blood sugar, only have 2 skin tags. Huh. I don't know. But they don't really matter. You got good people in your life, they take you as you are.
Yeah, now that's, I know that diabetes isn't the only reason you have skin tags, but that is a big indicator, especially if you have a lot of skin tags. It's a big indicator to get tested for diabetes.
Right? I think they got apps on for your phones nowadays. You can let it tell you, it'll tell you something. But anyway, y'all check out Nathan sometime, especially when he's cutting some walnut.
Oh, I love watching me cut.
He pours that water over it after he's done with it, shows the crotch and that thing. It's where limbs spread out.
Oh, yeah, I started saying the crotchwood on those is so beautiful.
Gorgeous. He's worked hard for the last 5, 6, 7 years to get where he's at so far. That building he's been building is amazing. Huh.
Skipjack Cindy,
Skipjack Cindy, howdy. Howdy, 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 howdy. Howdy.
Mm-hmm.
Cindy, we're talking about Nathan at Out of the Woods today. He's a sawyer, lives in Northeast Tennessee. He enjoys what he does.
He has some amazing videos. He really does.
He does. He's got drones that he uses to get footage in that way. He's got his mics and everything set up just right. And he'll have shots where it's showing him in a tractor or in that skid steer and everything, and you'll hear him just fine. But he loves working with that wood, cutting it down, shaping it up into lumber or live edge, or taking some of that, making a woodworking project out of it.
I get tickled at Piggy when he watches me. He said, I just like to have his throwaways.
I'm saying, especially if I had a half decent shop to justify it.
I think what he puts on his burn pile.
Right? But that'd be a heck of a trip for me just to go get it. Then I'd need a half decent shop to work with it. But he burns most of it because he went through that people saying they wanted it and everything, and he'll wait on them. They don't show up, or they have incident on the way there and can't make it, or yeah, pretty much halfway expect him to be there, Johnny on the spot, whenever they decide to get there and everything. So he said, heck with that. Whatever burn pile worthy goes to the burn pile. Cindy said she had to get in the shower.
I know that feeling.
You in the shower while being on here?
No. No, she ain't.
What's up with that? Is it that bad you got to get in the shower and clean it off? I didn't know my show was that bad.
I think she went fishing.
I think by now they know my sense of humor and I'm giving them a hard time.
Yeah. Sandy said she'd be right back. She started breakfast.
Sounds good to me.
I'm telling you. If Sandy's cooking, I'm eating.
Right?
If Joy's cooking, I'm eating.
Right? Sandy, Joy, Mike, Avid, Randy,
Michelle.
oh man. She's made some stuff that's made my tongue reach out and slap my cheeks, I'll tell you that.
She said she had to get in the shower so she had to stand live. Okay.
Cindy, I knew it was probably something like that. I just giving you a hard time. Oh my goodness. Surely not. Not him.
Oh, lawnmower man. That's funny.
Oh my gracious.
I'll be back just a minute.
Neil said he just ate lunch, tuna salad sandwich and fries dipped in white gravy. Well, that sounds good. Cindy, you'll catch on to my sense of humor after a while. I love getting an opportunity to make something funny out of something. It's even better when it actually works and causes somebody to smile or laugh. That's what I like to do on here. Have fun with it. Now, Sandy, yeah. You're making my mouth water. Well, that's a good thing, she said, Cindy. Sandy over there kind of hurt my feelings with what she just described. That's all right, Sandy. You just wait till Elaine's video tomorrow. You'll get to see what I got to have a taste of today. French toast pockets do sound good. Oh, my goodness. I'd have to get me some syrup out and dip those things as I eat them. I don't know Carl Childers. I might have to look that up. Who is that? Skip Jack Cindy, that's a good thing. All right, Sandy. I busted. Oh, man. It sounds like anybody, but that's what I like. I like to kind of sound like a Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jack was cool as it gets. I used to love to hear him talk. DJ. I don't know if you'd like that or not, Avid. Cindy, I'm sure she can.
Piggy's pocket.
Neil, I listen to them a lot. Oh, now, Kim, you're hurting me. Said she had homemade biscuits with homemade jam.
I see that.
Man. Well, Sandy, I don't know Travis, but I do know you. I'll take your word for it. Sandy, you getting busted out here. Sandy saying you a troublemaker. I can deal with that as long as you ain't a drama maker.
Western French toast coffee. That sounds good.
Yeah, I know. Then she said it. Then she said that she wasn't hurting my feelings. She seen your cooking. That's a good thing, Cindy. Huh. I don't know if I'm that brave, Abbott. Kim said she had little bits of plum, blueberry, and strawberries. And she mixed them together. That sounds good.
Yeah, mixed mixed fruit jam. That would be real good.
Oh, come on. Kim's a troublemaker too, Sandy? Really? Hmm. I have to wonder. He who points a finger, or she.
Yeah, just remember what I was always told: when you point a finger at somebody else, you got 3 point right back at you.
Mm-hmm. Sure enough. Well, Kim, I guess that makes you pretty good at it, huh?
Hey, laughter's a great thing. It truly is.
It is.
When you can make somebody else laugh, that's one of the best gifts you can get.
Sandy, I never said you did.
That's me, Sandy. Like I said, I claim my weirdness. I claim anything that I know to be true about me.
And anybody else that don't know me wants to say they do and try to say I'm this or that, I'm whatever they want to think I am.
Oh, my.
I mean, if somebody's done made a judgment on me based off of their assumptions, I'll let them live in ignorance. And I'll be just that too, to them. To the lane, I point all 5 fingers at the person.
You just hold that hand up and point a mile at him, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Neil, that's right. I mean, somebody's already made up their mind about you. Why try to change it? I ain't got to deal with them. And if they try to make me deal with them, they're going to wish they hadn't, because then I'll say what I got to say. I'll call them for what they are. Then I'll tell them to go on with themselves, and I don't provide no band-aids for that. Sandy got twinkle fingers. I'm not saying Linda. Is Linda in here?
I haven't seen Miss Linda.
I hope she's all right. I like that lady. She is. I like her little ha-has and giggles.
Oh, yeah.
Avid, you know better than what? I always took you as type, you just gonna do what you're gonna do. Yeah, no better than what? Who's BS? Everybody said Cindy and BS. What going on, guys? Yeah, Melinda, we do. Everybody loves Linda. She's a good lady.
I think Linda loves everybody.
She does.
I sent her a message to see if she's okay.
Haven't said RR. I have no idea.
River rat.
Okay. Hmm. Don't know why that was me, but I ain't worried about it. Oh. Okay, Abbott. You tell Elaine what that was about in the email. Oh, no BS catfishing equals Travis. Okay. Yeah, nailed it. Linda Peterson. Well, don't worry about it, Joey.
Hey, things happen.
Stuff happens. We get it. Remember what I told you. Comes to you, I ain't gonna question nothing. You saying that right there is another reason why.
Yeah, she hates me.
You own yours.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I know I can trust you. Okay, Abbott, I got you.
Oh man, milk sounds good, but it don't like me anymore.
Right? I ain't been able to have it in a long time.
Yeah, she was in our live last night.
She is very much a sweetheart.
She can carry
Oh,
out
man. Wilkes County boy, howdy.
One eyebrow or no eyelashes, Piggy.
I just wish I could grow hair on my face like normal men do.
I can answer that question for myself, Sandy. I got one eyebrow, so it's just I keep it shaved in the middle.
See, I got 25% plus Cherokee Indian in my blood. They're not known for being hairy. I got a mustache and a goatee. That's about the best I can do. The rest of it is a little spot here, a little spot here, a little spot there, a little spot there. Sandy said, Elaine, that wasn't the question.
I said, would you rather have one eyebrow or no eyelashes?
Oh, well, see, she was asking me.
Yeah, one eyebrow or no eyelashes. I've had no eyelashes and I've got one eyebrow, so.
Yeah, she was asking me, not you.
Yeah. I'd probably go with no eyelashes. I've done both. I mean, I've done that. I've had no eyebrows. I've had no eyelashes.
There's our lady, Linda.
There's Miss Linda.
We were just asking about you.
Hey, that's fine.
Melinda.
I saw that.
Oh, me.
No, you taking care of yourself, Miss Linda. That's all that matters.
Yeah, it took me until I was well into my 20s before I finally grew a little tuft of hair right here in between my chest. That's all right, Avid. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to smell where Bigfoot has been. On what, Wilkes County boy? 100% down, no monthly payment.
On the hair grows from Avid.
Oh,
Yeah, I sent you that message because Piggy was asking about you. Said, you say Miss Linda? I'm like, no, I haven't.
right. Well, my problem is I got a receding hairline, a bald spot, can't grow enough to have a good beard, with mustache and goatee. And now that I'm getting older, I'm getting more hair up my nose and around my ears than I am anything else. Wilkes County boy, new credit plan.
Kim said my husband was about half Cherokee. He couldn't grow a beard either.
Saw
Grizzly
that.
like Grizzly Adams, but they couldn't grow more than 8 feet.
But you know, in hindsight, in a way, I'm kind of glad I wasn't never that hairy. Easier to get dry. There's the ha giggle.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, Nathan, out of the woods. Sawyer.
He has 970 videos, 177,000 subscribers, and he has everything from cutting wood to driving his tractors to
Driving a skid steer.
building a barn,
That barn is something else.
gardening.
Dries his own wood in his own kiln.
Yeah, setting up the kiln, even building the new kiln. He's got a
Is he
lot of
building
good
a new
videos.
one?
Well, that second one that he built, which was his new one.
Oh yeah, yeah. He had one that he built, and then he bought a kit to make a better one, and bigger. He keeps going the way he's going. He's going to have have an even bigger one.
Did you
No, Neil, I don't think I did.
about hair? No, I don't.
Linda, I got a little trimmer, fits right up in there and cuts them all out.
I tell you what, Miss Linda, you get.
All right, Kim, you go take care of that headache.
Not Kim. Yeah, you get one of them little nose hairs and try to pull that thing out. I tell you
You
what,
feel like you're pulling the back of your brain out your nose.
pulling out your eyeballs through your nose. Whew, that hurts.
I'd rather get hit by that big old boy I fought in my last Kegel stick fight in boot camp. Let me tell you, comparing the way he hits to the way that half horsepower drill hit me, I'm not sure which one hurt worse.
You lose there where you want it and grow it where you don't want it. I can see that. I'm saying, Miss Linda, you get it right. You have that root that looks like look like a grain on the back stem of that hair.
Yeah,
That
that's
makes my
why I
nose.
got. That's why I got that little bitty trimmer. Get right up in there and go around all the edges and just cuts it right out. A few days later, I need to do it again. But my hair's slowed up growing on top of my head. Takes a long time for it to grow back. Takes a little while for it grows a little better on my face, but where I've got it. My nose and all around my ears, oh, it grows good. I've reached that old man stage where I'm going to have to worry about my nose and ears more than anything. Melinda, I wouldn't know anything about that. Don't want to know anything about that. Ain't going to know anything about that.
That makes my eyes water just reading it.
I'm saying,
That's rough right there. Linda's supposed to be giggling.
Neil, it's like she said, she just woke up getting her beauty sleep. Might take her a minute to get crunk up. We all know fried chicken and fried turkey, but now we can add fried piggy. Abbott, how'd you know I was already fried? Yeah.
Oh, big frog piggy.
Just don't try to stuff that apple in my mouth. I don't think it'll fit.
I thought that was for baked piggies.
Either way, she says she's giggling right now.
I don't know if that'd work because I'd have to be making no, not around me.
What's that?
What kind of was that? Maybe you get a handful of chicken manure and rub it on top of the head, piggy.
I ain't that desperate. I don't mind going bald. Are you having a hard time eating it for spitting it out after laughing? I've noticed I don't see Blue Nose in here either. Wonder what he's up to. I like making him spit his tea. Uh-oh. Abbott said Piggy gonna be deep fried. Abbott, what makes you think I ain't already? Wilkes County boy, I figured. That's all right. We love to have a good laughing time around here. That's what makes it fun. Linda, you better find a big oven. Oh, there's Purdy. All right, Purdy. We'll be there. Oh, you gonna do it at 6:30? Okay. That'd be 7:30 our time, Eastern time. You have a good night. All right, everybody, y'all saw that. Tess will be going live at 6:30 Central Standard Time uh, instead of her usual time. So just 30-minute difference. Abby, you ought to see me after I've spent a summer in the sun. I get to looking almost like my daddy did. River rat, that'd be pretty funny. Sandy says pork skin or pork cackle or crackle. However, I guess. Oh, now, Linda, get yourself under control up there, darling. Sandy says depended on season. Okay. Abbott says he's going to be live at 7 p.m. Central. That tomorrow night or tonight? Uh-oh, Melinda and Linda are talking about EMTs. They're going to get themselves worked up. Sandy said during the winter we can call you pork skin. During the summer months, pork crackle. Abbott's talking about deep frying the piggy.
Oh, yeah. 150 degrees.
Ouch.
Y'all must got all the cute ones up there because the EMPs down here, not so much.
Well, we met a firefighter down here the other day that y'all probably would have went Google, goggle, gaga. Oh my goodness.
Hey, what, 6'8"?
6'8", 240 pounds.
Nice looking young man.
Sandy, he was a firefighter. They're talking about EMTs. I'm talking about a firefighter we met the other day.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abbott's going at 7 p.m. Central tonight.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Right? So, Lordy mercy. We get off of here, Melinda and Linda are going to be in bad shape. They're going to have themselves worked up. Sandy said, I know I was talking to the girl. Okay. That's one of those A-B combos, see my way out.
No, we didn't.
If I run into him again, I'll tell him about all this and ask him if I can. I'm sure he'll. I don't know how he would be about that, but I'm sure he knows some of the more refined ladies get a kick out of looking at him. It's, let's just say he was in very good shape.
He was. I mean, Piggy thought he was in the military.
Because he carried himself that well. Sandy Toes, I'm not going to go there.
Top of Piggy's head came to his armpit.
Yeah, I asked him, I said, I got to talk to him. I asked him, if he was prior or current military. And he said, no, I'm a firefighter. I put my hand on his arm. I said, son, I just got to know, if you don't mind telling me. I said, just how tall are you? He told me, he said, I'm 6'8", 240 pounds. Oh, yeah. Trust me, I know a lot of you ladies would have went drool, Google, goggle, gaga over him. He was a handsome young man. North County boy, next weenie dog, I get him one, name him Corn Dog.
Yep.
And Sandy Toes, he looked in shape enough that he could have helped you leave the ground too.
Yep.
With no problem. Let the drool right now. That you do tell.
All I know is he was a nice looking young man. I was busy at the restaurant, finishing up my video, ended it out. He went and talked to him, and I was getting ready to leave out. I looked up, Piggy was getting ready to.
River Rat, yeah, he definitely walking tall.
Yeah.
And Sandy, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm saying. Y'all got a load of him, y'all would definitely be picking up that phone. Help! I'm falling and I can't get up. He had some big old long legs, well proportioned. Uh, I'm old enough to say I ain't got a problem being able to say the man was a handsome young man. I know he probably walks around and girls get tore up just seeing him walk by. Well, Sandy, we put it this way. He's one of those you'd find out when he's on duty so that you can make sure. Probably make sure that where you're at is in his region.
Good night, Wilkes County boy. Have a good evening.
Night, Wilkes County boy. Take care.
I love it when they have to check my heartbeat. It goes faster than
Well, under this boy here probably make your heart go too fast. If I was able to show you this guy, Sandy, you might. I'll tell you, he was a good looking young feller.
Yeah.
He came in behind it. We saw him at the Mongolian Grill that we went to and checked out. And he had come in behind us, and I had went to help the door shut, coming back, everything as we went in. and he had a hold of it to hold it up so that he could come through. So when I kind of tugged on it a little bit, felt like I was pulling on the wall itself. If that tells you anything.
The back of the head to the forehead, back into his arm. How hard you go?
Sandy, if you ever saw the boy, you'd probably go where you've never gone before.
Oh, that's a lady friend of mine gave me a bottle of cologne and she says women will go crazy over. Does it make them crazy or does it make them crazy for you? Because I smell some of them colognes that make you go crazy trying to get away from it.
Right. Oh, I ain't talking about in that way, Sandy. Uh-oh.
We got thunder boomers, y'all.
We got thunder boomers. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but boy, it's pretty loud. And Sandy, trust me, the young man was a gentleman.
He was.
He had a, like I said, he carried himself very well. Sandy, you're pretty. You wouldn't have to anyhow.
Never know, Sandy. He might be fighting at your feet trying to get you to get your attention.
That's it. Yeah, Linda, you usually keep up on that stuff.
Yeah, it's close to 6:30. Got that going on. I don't know how good our internet's going to be.
Uh, well,
That made me spit my coffee. I'm good. What can I say?
what was it?
I told her, I said, he may be fainting at her feet trying to get her attention.
He might. He just might. Well, Linda, he kind of can't help it at 6'8". Now, Sandy, I'm 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 quite certain you'd have a blast trying to bring him back around. Oh me. Never thought I'd be talking about stuff that way like that. Having said that, he tried that cologne out on a couple of ladies and they loved the cologne a lot. But Avid, did it help them like you any? Brenda, if that happened to him in front of you, I'd almost be sorry for him. You'd be all over that. Sandy, why can I not believe you on that one? She told Linda, I didn't even think of that. Linda told Sandy just a normal thing of mouth to mouth. Sandy said she didn't even think of that. Why can I not believe that? Well, maybe I can. Linda, I think she's just trying to wrap her head around somebody being that tall right now. Really have it. They tear it off and run away with it. Abby said his shirt was torn off of him by them. So I was asking if they tore it off and run away with it.
I'll check them kitty cats since it's raining out there.
Right.
That'll come in. Hey, Miss Darla. Over in the box behind.
Well, folks, it's been almost an hour and a half. I got a headache. I think I'm going to take me some pain relievers. See if we can't ease that up. Why, Sandy Toes? Were him looking that good in front of you? But I think I'm going to do that. Let everybody go. Get ready to see Abbott or whoever else they going to go see on lives and whatnot. I'm going to take care of a headache, watch the show, and everything. I think I'm going to call it.
Everybody have a good evening.
Piggy loves you. We'll see you next time.